A former Dallas Cowboys star is joining a major LGBTQ mission on equality in sport and the wider community across the United States. Jeff Rohrer, who was the first known NFL player to enter a same-sex marriage, joins me now from Los Angeles. Jeff, lovely to talk to you. Coming out as gay can be difficult for many people. When you were playing in NFL, what was the atmosphere like, and how comfortable or not did you feel discussing your sexuality?
Yeah, it's the NFL is, one of the most macho sports on the planet, and it certainly still is. So, back when I played, it was completely unacceptable to be gay, and that's just the way it was. So I would have never played in the NFL if I had come out at that time. But eventually, life took me in this direction, and I did. And since then, I think the acceptance has been pretty solid across the board with my family and my friends, and indeed a lot of the ex-teammates. And the NFL is doing their best, I think, to try to come around. They've got a ways to go, but we're getting there. But I do feel that by me coming out, being the first one on the planet in the NFL to marry in a same-sex marriage, definitely broke down some walls. So I'm proud of it. I'm proud to be part of the community, and hoping to do some good.
Mm. And you say that, you think if you'd come out, you wouldn't have played anymore, really?
No, I honestly, back then, it was in the 80s and 90s. It wasn't acceptable back then, and especially as a Dallas Cowboy in Texas. So no, I wouldn't have played. I don't think a lot of guys, if anybody would have known anybody was gay back then, wouldn't have made it in the NFL. So it's they're getting, things are changing. People are way more accepting now than, when I was a kid and growing up and going through school at Yale. Because a lot of people, quite frankly, have brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers, and their sons are gay, or it's just, there's a lot of families out there. So it's not just the gay community. It is our families and our friends and our associates that love us as who we are. And then, I will say that it's up to us to prove ourselves in business and life, to be respected, not because we're gay or straight or whatever. It's, you're judged on your merits, and I think that's very important to move things forward in our community.
Mm. And you talk about how things are better now. I mean, are there any openly gay NFL players now?
There are. There's a couple, like a handful. And then actually, something kind of encouraging. One of the coaches came out this year. So it's becoming, a little more normal. And, our goal, and especially from joining Pride365, an organization based in London, which I'm proud to be a part of, it's a commitment for incremental change as opposed to swift change, and accepting, having society accept us, but then we have to do our part as well. So I'm really proud to have made a difference, and I'm looking forward to continuing my quest.
I have to say that here in the UK, there are very few openly gay men, certainly in Premier League football, for example. I mean, do you think that is because there are no gay men in Premier League football here in the UK, or is it just because perhaps here there is still some way to go?
Well, there's definitely a way to go everywhere. And I'm sure there are gay players in footy. They just probably are not ready to cross that bridge yet, and you can't really blame them. I mean, they're trying to make a living. They're fantastic athletes. I happen to be a huge, we call it soccer over here, but I happen to be a huge fan, and love the sport, especially World Cup. But it's it's up to them. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time, and time will tell. But if if anybody is to say there's no gay soccer players, that is, I would wager quite a bit that that is not the case.
Okay, Jeff Rohrer, really lovely to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us, and I appreciate you staying up so late as well to talk to us. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Right, let's get a look at the weather, should you want it.